Is it me? Am I the drama? Maybe.
Don't let your head get in the way. Can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try and you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall.
Hey healing besties, welcome to today's video, and we're going to talk about how you can check your own BS. I'm going to give you 8 questions to ask yourself to help you be a little more self-aware and check your own BS. Question number 1, is this how it went, or is this how I want to remember it? So we already know there are 3 sides to a story. One person's side, second person's side, and then the truth, right? Is your side the truth, or is it how you remember it? And is how you remembering it based on past triggers and experiences? Let's keep it a buck. Somebody could say something to you and it be received with the absolute opposite intent of what it was said, right? We have to own that sometimes things that are said to us was received differently than they were given. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. I had a situation at work with like this. I had to call somebody out on how some of their wording in their email, right? And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I wasn't wrong. While we talking about calling ourselves on our own BS, I wasn't wrong. This person was very much, because this wasn't the first situation. If it was the first situation, I would have gave him grace. Like, yeah, maybe I took it wrong. But this isn't the first situation, and there's been situations since then that I peeped the energy of this person. And it's spot on. I know exactly who I'm dealing with. But there are other cases where things are definitely read wrong. And I have definitely owned myself in those situations where I've been like, okay, my bad, that's not the way I received it, but I get that wasn't your intent. And give people grace with that. It's okay. It is okay to be wrong sometimes, and it's okay to misunderstand and be misunderstood. The problem comes in when people aren't grown enough to have conversations to provide that clarity. So again, ask yourself that question. Question number 2. How are your insecurities affecting how you're viewing this situation? Do I need to say it again? How are your insecurities affecting how you're viewing this situation? If there's anybody sitting here watching this video saying they ain't got any insecurities, you're lying, sis. You're lying to yourself. And this ain't the channel where we sitting around lying to ourselves, okay? We ain't about to do that. So I want you, when you have situations you feel some kind of way about, sit down and ask yourself, what, if any, of my insecurities could be causing me to view this situation in a negative way? Another question, girl, this is a good one. This is a good one. Girl, wait for it. What parts of yourself do you see in a person that you're criticizing? Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. When I saw this one, I was like, oh, that's gonna hit some people. That's gonna hit some people. But like, look, I don't even have nothing to add, y'all. I don't even have nothing to add to that, because it's like, I'm gonna work through that one. I'm gonna work through that one, and then we gonna come back. Now I promise y'all, and one of my vlogs, probably gonna be a vlog though, like a little car chat where it's like I had an aha moment, because I told y'all sometimes things hit me late, and this is gonna be one of them ones that hit me late because it was powerful as hell and I had nothing to do with it. I had no idea what to do with it. So again, in some moments you just gotta be still, and that's one of these moments. I am being still. Okay, next question. Are you more concerned with being right or evolving as a person, honey? So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's been about at least a year and a half to 2 years since I've been concerned with being right. I don't, Like, I think once you accept the fact that you're a human, you're not perfect. My journey is for me, and I really can care less how anybody perceives that. I need to evolve. It's way more important that I evolve and grow than be right in this moment. So again, like I said before, it's okay to be wrong. What's not okay is for you to be wrong and stand on that shit. That shit is whack. So yeah, I don't have a problem being wrong. I'm more embarrassed if I'm wrong and I just try to stand on it. I really like to be like, oh yeah, I'm wrong, but grow from it. I mean, that's essentially how I handle most things. It feels so much better for me to be wrong and grow from it than to be wrong and stand on that shit. Next question. What blame have you been placing on somebody else that you could be taking accountability for? Accountability was on sale. If that shit was on clearance, a lot of people wouldn't buy it. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of people would not buy it. It's not always a good feeling. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just like being wrong isn't always a good feeling. But what feels even worse is being stagnant and staying in the same place. And one reason why I think it's been easier for me, and this is an ego-based thing, like I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, this is an ego-based thing, and one of the things that made it easier for me to start taking more accountability is the thought that until I do, I always put myself in a victim space, in a victim mindset. It always makes me a victim to this person doing it to me again, or whatever they've done, you know. So if I take accountability and be like, this was my part, and if I never do this again, then I would never end up here again, it feels hella powerful for me. Hella powerful. So again, I don't know if that helped feed somebody's soul and help you be able to look at accountability a little differently than some people do and they struggle with, but that is what helped me. It was just like, I don't enjoy being a victim, and I want to take back my power, and part of taking back my power is being accountable and knowing that the person who made those decisions, or the person who let that person get away with that, no longer lives here, so that will never happen to me again. So yeah, take some accountability, y'all. What hard conversations have you been avoiding with yourself? You will be amazed at the amount of projection that happens because people do not want to have hard conversations with themselves. So like I told you guys, I don't even think this was really a hard conversation, only because of where I'm at in my healing journey. But I would say one of the hard conversations is me checking myself, right? And just being like, girl, like, you got to turn it down. Like, you can set boundaries. You can mean what you say. But the energy, like, be mad hoe, that ain't good, sis. That ain't good when you come into a platform talking to other women and you want to encourage them to be higher versions of themselves. So I don't know what's going on in 2024, but like, obviously I need to do some work in that area, right? It's not, it was a conversation that needed to be had, not a hard one. Because it's more important to me that I evolve and grow than, again, that I'm right, or that I pacify myself in moments where my behavior isn't particularly high. When it's low vibrational, let's keep, like, call a thing, when it's low vibrational. What is your most toxic trait you can admit? Whew. I think my most toxic trait is, again, is not being forgiving. Like, I cut your way, so it's not funny, y'all, but listen, when I tell you I'm done, I'm done. I be done, y'all. And the crazy part about it is, it doesn't even come from a malicious place. It doesn't come from a place like, I hate this person, I don't want nothing to do with this person, they're terrible. It don't never come from that place. It come from a place where, again, accountability. I'm accountable for my life. So if I open up and forgive you and you burn me again, then I gotta eat that shit. But I could very well not do that and I ain't gotta worry about eating no shit. So again, that's something I'm working through. I know that's my most toxic trait. One of the things that I spoke about with my ex-husband was the fact that I don't even give people time to explain. Again, why my circle is small. Because those people I force myself to have conversations with. And I don't want you to think force myself in a means of like, oh, here I gotta go. But it's important to me. So I know that that is part of my journey, is that it's very important. I'm able to have conversations, and I want people who are close to me. If I allow you in my circle, that means you're close to me because it's small. So you made the cut. That are close to me are able to tell me if I hurt their feelings. And I'm able to tell them, and it's able to be received in a healthy manner that says, okay, you know, let me explain why. But for like dating and stuff, I'm gonna be honest, in prior years, I don't really want to hear, like once my mind's made up that I'm off you, but I don't want to deal with you, I don't really ask no questions. I don't want to know. I don't want to give you the opportunity to convince me otherwise. Sounds terrible. Does it sound terrible? Girl, that's why I said we healing through this together. But yeah, so yeah. Question, ask yourself, y'all. Ask yourself what your most toxic trait is and find a way to work through that. Last one is your ego getting in the way of your healing. Now, I didn't mention, I don't know, it was this vlog, y'all, I'm batch vlogging. Okay, many a times where ego has gotten in the way of some things. Like you just heard me. You know, part of that's accountability, but let's keep it a buck. Part of that is ego. Like, I don't want to let this person play me again. I don't want to let this person eat me again. I mean, hurt me again. Part of that is accountability, like I just told you guys. You know, I have a problem with forgiveness. But if I'm keeping it 100 with you, part of it is accountability and my mindset and the way that I view accountability. But also part of it is ego. Like, my ego do not want to give people the opportunity to do the same shit again. Your ego is what gets in the way of self-awareness. Your ego is what gets in the way of you being able to be wrong for the sake of evolving. Your ego is what gets in the way of accountability. So if you allow your ego to get in the way but so much, it will stunt your growth as far as you evolving as of a person. It will stunt your growth. If you allow your ego to get in the way too much, it will stunt your growth in a way that will not allow you to evolve as a person. Into a better person, into a much high vibrational person. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, I hope these 8 questions helped you, and I hope you wrote them down. They can easily be moments where you just do self-reflection. They can also be used as journal prompts. Journaling is very healthy for you. I'm actually working on a journal as we speak for you guys. So if you go to the comments section, I'll give you an email link where you can put your email address in so you can be notified once we drop our guided journal. But love you guys, and don't forget to love yourself, protect your energy, and deal with life's bullshit with grace and gratitude. Can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall.